Thank you. Okay, Mr. Beffert and then Mr. Robinson.
Supervisors, for the record, my name is Greg Beffert, a Mohave County taxpayer. I'm not part of a Jerry Springer show. I've been consistent in my message since 2020 at the local government level about your overreaction or your over-response to COVID-19. Your violations of natural law, your violations of statutory and constitutional law. I've been consistent in my message the whole time. I filed criminal complaints, I filed civil complaints with the U.S. Justice Department, I filed complaints with the AG's office over open meeting violations. My message has been consistent. What has changed is, and I'm not angry, I'm passionate, but what has changed is the fact that now you're in a position where you're running for a higher office, a seat of power that you happen to crave and talk about. That's the only thing that has changed. When it comes to the people here that are coming up here to address you. They've awakened to the lies and the deception. Let me talk about natural law for a minute. I teach natural law. Call it God's law, call it, it's universal, it's objective moral law is what it is. It's not a religion, it's a science. It's universal. It's a universal set of, which means it applies in all places at all times. It's non-man-made. It's immutable, which means it can't be changed at the whims of some politician. It governs the consequences of the behavior of human beings, the people that should have the potential to understand the difference between right and wrong, which I'll explain in a future session here. And you violated natural law, and you caused harm. You caused harm to the citizens of this community, and you're still causing harm. So, Supervisor Gould, I recommend you take item 7 off the consent agenda, and let's get this on the table and talk about it. Okay, let's talk about the resolutions that I sent you. Okay, so the 2 law enforcement professionals were instrumental in violating natural law. You caused harm, and you're still causing harm to this community. You pushed to have the attorneys file civil complaints and criminal complaints against businesses that didn't comply, that didn't shut down. You pushed for that. No, you had full knowledge. There's a difference between ignorance and nescience. Nescience is an infant who doesn't know anybody because they don't know. They simply don't know. They've never been taught. Ignorance is ignoring the truth and embracing the lie. As law enforcement professionals, you knew the truth about the law. And you ignored it for money or for your own political agenda. And you tried to silence us. I recommend that you don't do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson.